Hey, welcome back to the video. I didn't plan that at all. Like the fade out from last video and the coming into this video. You know, I didn't plan that out at all, so hopefully it wasn't terrible. But anyways, oh hey, we get to go into the Watch Wheel Temple. What do you know? Isn't that just great? But anyways, so last video I ended talking about speedrunning and me and my feelings on Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which maybe nobody cares about, but it's as good a thing as anything to talk about. So, well, maybe, I don't know, whatever. I'm gonna stick with it because otherwise I think I would just be sitting here in awkward silence or saying very stupid things to try and fill in the silence. Oh man, Brazzy Road by Anthony Lofton and Joshua Morse. All right, Brazzy Road. Again, I'm writing these down, so Joshua Morse. All right, got it. So So, speedrunning. If I wasn't going to do Sonic 3 and Knuckles, I would probably then do, like, one of the Super Mario Galaxies, either 1 or 2. And by the way, this is all also assuming that I could get, like, the hardware necessary to do it. But, because, like, all I hear about is how, like, mentally draining that game is to play, like, or not to play, but to speedrun. Like, you know, to play casually, the Mario Galaxies are, like, incredible games. I mean, I beat both those games 100%. If you haven't played them, I would highly recommend them because they are great games. But for speedrunning, I hear that they're very draining to do, which, I mean, it makes sense because the any percent runs are hours long, you know, like between 2 and 3 hours long if you get a decent run in, and when I say decent run, I mean like by speedrunning standards. And if you want to do 100%, then they're like, well, Mario Galaxy 2 is like 10 hours for 100%, and I think Galaxy 1 is just like 7 hours or 6 hours, but I mean, still, that's a really long time for a speedrun. And I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm being like sort of brainwashed by how fun those games are to play casually, but I don't know. I feel like they would be really fun speedruns. And like, again, I could be wrong because I don't know, but they just seem like they would be. And if I didn't do those, then if I didn't do the Galaxies, then I would probably do like Super Metroid or like one of the classic Mega Mans, although those would be sort of less meaningful to me because I haven't really played through them like fully. I mean, Super Metroid I played through, but the classic Mega Mans I haven't. I just feel like they would be fun speed games. Like if I was you know gonna do one, I feel like they would be fun speed games, like because like I've seen the classic Mega Mans, like obviously in speedruns, and they look like they're fun games to speedrun, and like the Mega Mans look like they're like, let's see, I'm trying to think of how to say this in the best way. By comparatively speaking to other games, the Mega Man seem like if you're gonna get into speedrunning, they seem like good games to start with because they're not terribly long, and like this, I mean, the stages are short. Like, again, comparatively speaking. So like I mean they seem like good entry level speed games, and I could be wrong, because again this is just from what I've gathered. Like I don't know. Okay, right now I'm playing a little trick on my pet, because you know I'm sending him to town and then calling him back and like confusing the heck out of him like I'm such a good owner. But I don't, you know, again I could be completely wrong, but because also like with them there aren't any like huge glitches that you have to learn or anything. It's just learn to play the game very well and you can get a decent speed run, which, you know, I say that as if it's easy. It's not. You know, I've never done it, but even not having ever done it, I can be positive that it's not easy to do. But oh man, left my strength at 69. I didn't even do that on purpose either. So let your 5th grade mentality flow freely here while you're still seeing that number. Yes, indeed. Maybe more like a 7th grade mentality. I don't know. I think because like it was 7th grade for me when that came, when 69 came up and was like super funny for everyone. Like, you said 69 and man, you were a cool kid, because that's just so funny to say, you know, because the implications are just mind-boggling. But and then, you know, Super Metroid, I've played through once, and you know it's a super good game, and you know obviously it's a very popular speed game, and I think for all the right reasons, because it's all like execution based. And oh man, forgot this song. I hope I didn't miss a song because I've been ranting for a long time. So it's by Beat Drop and Children of the Monkey Machine. Demon Seed. Sounds very unsettled. But anyways, Beat Drop, I've heard that guy's name. I believe I liked some of his songs. I can't think of any offhand, but when I hear his name, good thoughts come to mind, so I'm assuming he's made a song or two that I've heard and really liked. But you know, Blind has been an overclocked remixer that I've been really liking lately. Like, he's made some really good mixes. White Skies is a really good remix of Final Fantasy. I can't remember. I've never played Final Fantasies, so I've like never heard the original track. I don't know. Let's see if I can find it. Oh yeah, Final Fantasy X. White Skies is a very good remix, and also Genova Celestial is a good one. I think, in my opinion, White Skies is the best Blind remix, but Genova Celestial, Path of Deception, Bridge of Eternity, those are good ones as well. Fading Entity is pretty good. Actually, Fading Entity, that one is very good. It's by Blind and Lefo. And then I believe Blind did a Super Metroid remix, actually, that I remember liking quite a lot. Yeah, Jade Catacombs. It's a remix of the plant Brinstar like plant overgrown area, and that remix is very good also. And those are Dance Nation. It's a Top Gear 2 remix by Blind that is also good. I don't really remember that one all that much offhand, but I know that I have it downloaded to my computer, so it must be, I must like it or else I wouldn't have downloaded it. But I think Blind is probably my favorite Overclocked remix, or at least as of right now. So yeah, if you want a super good recommended remix, I would suggest White Skies, because that was honestly my favorite workout song for a while there. I mean, I've listened to it so much that I wouldn't say it's my favorite song anymore, but that happens with all songs, no matter how good they are. You know, I always will usually listen to them like at least once or twice every day until eventually I've listened to them so much that they're not as fresh to me. But still have like 20 minutes of video to talk over. Man, I can't believe, like, because Bandicam, like, I purchased it and it has not let me down. Besides this instance, it has never let me down, and it's been super great. I don't understand. It splits the video on Valdis Story whenever I quit to the main menu or load a game from the main menu. And I don't know, that seems weird. Like, I don't understand. Hey, look, a monkey. I don't understand why that happens, but well, hang on. I'll finish that thought in a second. I gotta write this down. The Guitar Hero, the sky will be your limit. All right. The Guitar Hero. Gotcha. So, returning to that thought. What was I talking about? Gosh dang it. What was I talking about? I was talking about remixes. And then what? Gosh dang it. I'm the worst. Oh yeah, I remember now. Bandicam. Good job, me. Hey, the Grand Regent. We can get a good fight on our hands when we get into that room. But so Bandicam, like, I bought it, and so far it's been very, very worthwhile. Like, I would highly recommend it if you need a good screen recorder. I would highly recommend it. Like, you know, I used to pirate it a while ago, but like I got tired of pirating things. Like, cause I'm gonna be honest, I pirated it, and I can't remember the other thing, but and then like last year I just put my foot down and I said, like, you know what, I don't like pirating things because it's illegal, and in my mind it was kind of immoral because, like, I don't know, the developers put a price tag on their software for a reason. But so, you know, I don't pirate things anymore, and I feel better about it. I really do. Like, it just, I don't know. Whenever I would use a piece of software that I pirated, I would always just feel like I would feel bad. I really would. I would feel bad as I was using it. And now, you know, now I don't have to feel bad. But I mean, Bandicam is only like $40. What? Or like 35 or 40? I can't remember. But I mean, it's not even that expensive. But I mean, like, $40 isn't cheap. I'm not trying to say that, but it's not that expensive. Like, most people can probably afford that. But anyways, it's been well worth it. Just my one piece of advice to you would be to check your settings every time you record, if you do use it. because, you know, this time it reset to default for some reason, even though I didn't change anything. But, and then in case you're wondering, I use Blender to edit, because, you know, Blender is a 3D, like, editing or creating, rendering software, whatever, but it also has a built-in video editor, and it is very capable. Like, it has a pretty steep learning curve. It's not anything like any other video editor I've ever used, but it's and it's very technical. Like, there are, like, it just places all of the video settings right there in front of you, and if you don't know what they mean, then you're kind of in trouble. Like, you gotta look all of them up. But it's by far the best free video editor I've ever used, which is kind of ironic because it's not even, like, being a video editor isn't even its primary function. But I mean, I've been editing all these videos with it, and, like, it's been able to do everything I wanted. I mean, you can do, like, picture-in-picture, you know, you can put a video overlay on top of another video if you want and move it wherever you want, and you can do, like, transition effects. You can, I mean, now, this isn't a software that has a monumental amount of, like, visual effects or transitions or whatever to put on your videos, but I have no need for that whatsoever. You know, as long as a video editing software has a simple, like, fade transition, went the wrong way. I'm a smart guy. I'm perfectly fine with it, because that's all I need. I mean, I don't need to apply any big effects or anything like that. I don't need that. And Blender, I mean, it's a very capable video editor. Very, very capable, and just of doing anything you could want it to do, really. And I mean, you know, like, it's open source, so, and like, it's very community involved, so I'm sure that you could go and download visual effects or special transitions or whatever if you wanted to. I don't know that for sure, but that would just be my assumption, considering, you know, what I said, that it's very community driven. But yeah, so we get to fight the big old boss right now. Watch his ascent from the pit. Wasn't that just magical? Do you think we make it out of here alive? Well, I ain't telling you. You're gonna have to find out for yourself. Hey, ADA by anti-sign. Cool. Hey, we defeated him. So, I don't know, I was just listening to the music a little bit there because it sounded pretty cool. But yeah, no, there's a beat in there. Good. If a song doesn't have some kind of percussion, then I generally, like, am not a fan of it. I don't know, like, my songs need some kind of percussion in there. Like, just straight up, like songs that are just straight up piano and nothing else. I just can't do that. I don't, like, the music just isn't interesting enough for me. And I know, like, a lot of people love that stuff. A lot of people are like, that song is absolutely beautiful. And I'll listen to it and I'll just be bored out of my mind because, like, there's no percussion, there's no, like, beat, I mean, I don't know. And it, like, that being said, I know I basically know as little about music as you can possibly know. You know, like, I'm not in choir, I'm not in band, I'm not in anything. I don't know anything about music. That's just my opinion. Like, songs, in my opinion, just need some kind of percussion, or else they're just too boring for me. And, like, again, I know that a lot of people have different opinions than that. And that, you know, that's your opinion. Hey, we got a gun bot, and it can shoot stuff, and he's so cute because he waddles around very, very quickly. It's a very quick waddle. And something just died there. And it's being resurrected! Woo! Alright. And you know, another sort of type of music, I guess, that I'm not a fan of is like songs that just put a bunch of random sound effects in for, as far as I can tell, no reason at all. Like, that just annoys the heck out of me. Like, and you know, most of the time those songs, I would like them if they didn't just have the random sound effects in there for no reason. And now, again, I know that that is like its own style of music, and I know that a lot of people like that, and I mean, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I have nothing against people that like music that I don't. But I'm just saying, like, it's just, to me, it's just annoying. Like, it's just, they're taking a song that sounds perfectly fine and just putting a bunch of random noise in it that doesn't, in my opinion, doesn't add anything to the song. If anything, it takes away from the song. And I don't know, I just can't do it. It's not for me. And last night a DJ kidnapped Malo. Is that like Mario RPG thing?
We are looking at a machine called an electronic sound synthesizer. This synthesizer can create
Or actually, doesn't Malo in Mario RPG, isn't that spelled like M-A-L-L-O without the W? Maybe not. I can't remember. I can't remember offhand. But yeah. So there's some musical opinion of the guy that clearly has the most important opinion in all the world. And so, you know, another thing I like to listen to is Monster Cat. Like, on as far as I can tell, their primary form of like distribution is Twitch. Like, maybe distribution wasn't the right word, but like, they have a radio on Twitch that's live 24/7. And I thought about using them because I know that their music is VOD friendly, and hey, we're back to the town. What do you know? But then I thought about OC Remix, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah. Like, yeah, because I listen to Monster Cat sometimes when I'm working out as well. Although, only when Wi-Fi is available. Like, I don't listen to it when I'm running or anything, because then I have to use data, and I only have a gigabyte of data per month. Which, I mean, and like, other than that, I would never, like, I only have a gigabyte of data because I never use data. Like, I don't need it. I mean, I might, like, you know, if I'm out in public and I want to know the answer to a question or something, then I might Google a question or like Google something. But other than that, like, I mean, it's not like I'm watching Netflix on my phone or anything. In fact, I don't watch Netflix, period. But you know, whatever. But sorry about the random fade there. That's there because. So one thing about Blender is that it doesn't as far as I can tell, it will not accept videos that are more than 300,000 frames long. And so I don't, because all the videos that I've recorded have been in 60 FPS. So, and like with that, the limit is 300,000. I don't know if maybe it changes depending on your frame rate or what, you know, maybe depending on the length, or I don't know. But anyways, you can't work with footage that is more than 300,000 frames, which is about an hour and between 20 and 30 minutes. So at least with a 60 FPS video. Again, with 30 it might be more, I don't know. I don't really know how that works, but so I just set Bandicam to cut, which is another nice feature of Bandicam, which, by the way, Bandicam has like all the features you could want in a video recorder. It's so nice. And it seems like it's the most consistent of all the video recorders out there, at least in my findings, because like I've tried, let's see, this is High Above the Sky by Sir Newts. Being an idiot right now. But anyways, video's about to end. But I just, yeah, because like, I mean, I've tried DX Tory, I've tried Fraps, I've tried whatever AMD's recording thing is. I've tried, obviously, OBS, and none of them have worked as well as Bandicam. Because, like, in the case, well, Fraps is just annoying to use, in my opinion. Like, the file sizes are outrageously huge, which isn't a huge problem because I usually re-render the videos, but, like, I guess the biggest thing is that it forces the game that you're playing to be played at the frame rate that you're recording at, and in my opinion that's annoying. And it just, I don't know, it has a bunch of like weird quirks here and there. Like you can't, it doesn't have much customization at all, and I just am not a fan of Fraps. It records fine, it's so limiting, and I don't like it, in my opinion. DX Tory is great when it works. I just find that some games it just doesn't work well with, and I don't know why that is. Like I said, when it works well, it's great. But it just doesn't work with all the games that I've tried it with. You know, it might make the game perform poorly or whatever. And you know, AMD's thing, it didn't work well. It, like with any games, it just made the frame rates go to crap, and I don't know. I love AMD. Their recorder is not very good. And OBS is great. It just, sometimes the recordings stutter, and sometimes it uses a lot of computer resources, and it just, I don't know. I like Bandicam. But anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. See you next video. Bye.